Hey, what's up guys? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to say goodbye to forearm pain by doing proper kettlebell cleans. All right, see that move done too many times by too many people incorrectly, banging the forearm. You don't need to do that. I'm going to show you how to do it right. All right, so look, the kettlebell clean, excellent exercise on its own to just clean the bell, to get that power movement in the bell. It's actually a bicep exercise as well, but it's also a transition to the kettlebell press and also the front squat, the rack squat. All right, so, but you got to do it correctly. All right, if you let that bell flip around and pop you on the forearm, if you're letting it flop around, it's gonna bang your forearms. All right, that's what I see all the time. All right, people doing it wrong, but I'm gonna show you how to do it right so you can say goodbye to the forearm pain. All right, you don't have to work forearm pads, wrist guards, nothing like that. If you do it right, you're never gonna have forearm pain again. All right, this is awesome. So let me show you the tips. Simple, easy. There's gonna be 3 tips here that I'm gonna show you to get that bell from the ground into that rack position, which is where the bell is going to end up when you do the clean properly, and it's going to be smooth. All right, it's not going to bang it around. You don't have to, cringe because it's going to bang your forearm. Never again. All right, here's how it goes. So the first tip is going to be cleaning the bell, but pulling it back by pulling that elbow back. All right, so as you clean the bell up, instead of just letting it flop around here, that energy has to go somewhere and bang the forearm. If you do that, if you pull the bell back, it comes straight up the line here. And second tip is you want it to roll around off the wrist, all right? It's not a flop, it's a roll. So you could either do a dead clean off the ground, meaning bell stiff on the ground, it's not moving, or you could do a swing clean and you let it roll around, all right? But the key tip here is roll around, all right? So you want the bell to roll around. If you watch me here, as I pull it up here, my elbow comes back and I just let it roll itself around, all right? So I'll show you from the side how that looks. Okay, pull here, pull back, and it comes around. You see that one? All right, let me show you again. Just pull back, elbow back, watch how my elbow comes back, and it rolls around. It's like magic. All right, so, but how do you do that? Well, you need to get out of your head that you need a bunch of energy from your legs to get that bell up and around. All right, depending on the size of the bell, you will need more power. But most people, when they're starting to do a swing, a clean, they're giving so much energy to the bell on the attempt to clean the bell, that's flipping all the way up here, and it has to land somewhere. All right, the energy is from the hips, but it's also from the pulling of the arm. All right, so as you see from the front, you pull back, let it roll around. See how smooth that looks? Pull, roll. See how the bell's rolling as opposed to flopping. That's what I say. Do not do that. All right, let it roll around. All right, so, and that is the key tip, is pulling that elbow back and letting the bell roll around with the wrist, off the wrist, all right? It's roll up, roll down. Remember that. Elbow back, let it roll up, and then you, in the rack position, then you let it roll down. Those are my 3 tips. Elbow back, roll up, roll down, all right? So it looks like this. Roll up, roll back down. Roll up. Just like that. I've done this many cleans. It might look nice and smooth, and you might be asking yourself, how does it make it look so easy? Well, I've done this many times, and I have banged out my forearms before. That's why I'm teaching how to do this right, so you can, again, say goodbye to that forearm pain. All right? So let's go over those tips one more time. 3 tips. Elbow back. Pull that elbow back right from the floor. If you're doing a swing clean, you're going to have more momentum than you need. All you have to do is yank the bell back. All right? Pull that elbow back and let it roll around. All right? Just like this. So I just have to pull my elbow back. See how smooth it is? Roll up, roll down. All right? So first tip, pull that elbow back. Second one is roll. Just let it roll. Let the bell roll as you roll that bell forward on your wrist a little bit, outward. So it's going to be, as you roll this way, your elbow comes inward actually towards you as the bell comes around, all right? So elbow back, roll that wrist in, and let it land nice and softly. In, roll, down, roll, down, down, just like that. And then the third one is let it roll down. So you just reverse what you just did. I like to pull my elbow out of the way a little bit to let it drop down. You don't want to throw it forward. You want to just kind of let it roll down. Roll, 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 roll. All right? Those are my 3 tips, guys. One thing, again, you want to avoid is yanking it, giving more energy as you need, and throwing it forward, right? You don't want to throw it forward when you're after clean. You don't want to do that because you give more energy to it. You're going to have to chase it. That's how you can hurt your lower back, all right? So, again, those are my 3 tips. You can say, finally say goodbye to forearm pain. Bang your forearms up with the kettlebell clean. And you can go on to solid cleans, solid presses, solid squats, and other things from there, all right? Applying these 3 tips. Pull that elbow back, roll it up, roll it towards you, inward, and then slight elbow pull back as you roll it down, all right? That's the clean, guys. That is the kettlebell clean, essentially broken down to 3 tips, 3 key aspects that's all you need to focus on, nothing else, all right? Of course, you have the hip glute power, but that doesn't come until you're getting really with the heavy bell. Essentially, all you have to do is stand it up, it's your roll around. And naturally, your hips and glutes, all that power will increase as the bell gets heavier. But first, you need to get down the technique before you go up to a heavier bell anyway. Use a light bell, guys. This is a 16 kilo bell, 35-pound bell for men. Women, you're just starting out 8 to 12 kilos. That's a 18 to 26-pound bell. Start light, practice it, get that clean down. Do 3 to 5 sets of pull it up, elbow back, roll it up, roll it down, roll it up, roll it down. 5 each side. Practice, practice, practice. Hope you get this right. Let me know if you have any questions. I want to help you stop banging up those forearms. You can finally say goodbye to forearm pain. You can start to enjoy the kettlebell clean, which is an excellent exercise on its own. All right, so have an awesome day, guys. If you haven't checked out my free 5-minute favorite kettlebell finisher, check that out below and subscribe so you get updates on when I post videos, when I post full kettlebell workouts, when I just continue to post content so you can stay up to speed and continue to get better at your kettlebell training so you can burn fat, get stronger, get fitter, become the best you that you can be, all right? One step at a time. So have an awesome day. Check out the 5-minute kettlebell finisher. Subscribe if you haven't for updates. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Have an awesome day. Train strong. Expect success.